All right, what's going on YouTube? It's been a minute since I've been on, man. Let me know if my volume too high. Matter of fact, just in case, I'm gonna lower it a little bit. Um, but also let me know what we sound like, what we looking like, and I'm gonna just jump around. Don't mind the levels on your boy's chart, but like you see, man, in the comment section, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Drop any tickers you guys want to see. Let me know what's happening. So right now, I'm currently on the SPY, and the reason I'm on the SPY, this is the 4-hour time frame, by the way. The reason being that we're on the SPY, we finally lost this 737 joint, 736, and now we continue to bounce. Let's go to a lower time frame, go to the 15-minute. We continue to try at least and bounce around this 734 zone, which anybody that remembers or recall before we got this run up on Apple, Microsoft, for the most part, that's kind of it at the moment. But as you see, we are possibly about to lose this 734 zone, which is what prompted me to um, go ahead and go live briefly. Normally we do this on Zoom for the community over at SWP, but I decided to go back to YouTube, especially go ahead, go to DRAM, especially with a lot of, I don't know what to call it. I'm gonna say misconception. So say, with everyone being in love with this name. Now, if you over here, if you're on the stream right now, you know that I've been telling you guys that this chart was beyond ugly, and I did not know or see what everybody else seen. Yeah, I know about the bottleneck with memory. Yeah, I know all that with AI and how memory is huge and big and much needed. However, I am big on technicals. That's how I run. That's how I roll. And this thing was beyond ugly. And now you can see even on today, it tried to fill that gap. It went right back to this 48.93 joint. And here we are coming down. Going over the SMH. Boy, I feel for individuals who bought the top on some of these semiconductor names. And I got to watch some of my trades. I'm not really too concerned though. Oh man, I'm about to get back into Netflix. Let's go look at Netflix first. Forget all of this. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Like I say, man, anything y'all want to see, put it in the chat. Oh, shucks, it's the wrong thing. Anything you guys want to see, drop it in the chat, and we'll get straight to it. But SMH now is at 508. I got 499.46, which is psychological area. Golden zone around that 488, 489 joint. But Netflix, and I'm actually gonna tell my folks, hold on, do I really want to get back into Netflix though? 72.54. Yeah, we could hold 72.54 on Netflix. I'm liking that, or even 72.37. But we've been watching this majority of the day, possibly getting back into Netflix for rinse and repeat. '73 call for 731 at 0.75. And click currently 0.75 preferred 0. My bad. Again, drop the tickers in the chat if you guys want to look at something for 0.60 to 0.65. Everyone. All right. So 72. Let's go ahead and we're gonna go to a lower time frame. Let's see what we're working with. Okay, so we got the 200 on the 5-minute above. We currently, where do we reject, if anything? Let's go to the 30. Okay, so we're rejecting around 72.59, 72.60, which on the 30-minute is that 21. I love that we basically defended. Oh yeah, we defended that area from a couple of days ago, 71, 77. Yeah, I really do like Netflix. So I already told the chat or the community. But like I say, man, let me know what y'all thinking or what y'all looking at. I'm also watching Palantir myself. I'm gonna go back to DRAM and QQQ, but oh yeah, all right. So double bottom here around at 122.70 earlier in the day. This here was a gap up. Even though we been filled the gap, it still was another key area that we ended up bouncing from. Don't need this anymore. 5 minute. Yeah, I'll be patient with you. Again, it's FOMC. Let's see what the SPY doing on the 5 minute. Did it bounce? No, it didn't. So SPY still going down. QQQ. Oh yeah, you're outside of our range at this point. God dog, boy. I already told the chat about this anyway, so they already familiar. Like I said, let me see if anybody's in the chat over here, and if you guys want to look at any particular names. No, y'all being quiet. So that's all gravy. Understood for right now. Micron. I'm doing a quick little glance since ain't nobody really chopping it up. You done lost 774, 4 hour. Nope. Daily. Okay, cool. So now you done lost that area. Where's SMDK? Did it lose 1K? It probably did, right? No, it didn't. Not yet. But the 200 is at 761 on the daily. Not saying it's going there, but that would be nice for a retest on SNDK. Seagate reported last night, and they aren't doing anything in particular themselves. So yeah, man. What about Walmart? Some of these names here were pretty strong. It's choppy right now. Costco had a gap fill yesterday. I wanted to see if it filled, which it did, or did it? No, it didn't. So it didn't fill the gap, but it's still showing a lot of strength on Costco right about now. You and Nature's another name. Anybody in the chat? I'm just running through until some people come in here and start chopping it up with your boy. If don't nobody say nothing, I'm gonna do my own little one too, dog. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't even tell me how my volume is. You heard? Like what my volume like? And did anybody hit the like button? Do I got any likes on the chat? I gotta tap. I gotta tap in with my analytics and see what I got going on, man. Cause I understand it's been a while since your boy been on the live or been on YouTube, so I ain't gonna hold it against anyone or come at y'all sideways, man. But you know, I'm just saying, yo, you and Nate also semi. What about Lily? Did you get back above 1231? No, you didn't. And you like, God D dog, how you know about 1231? Because 1231 is right here a couple of days ago. But if you guys go to before we dropped off, where were we at right here before the drop off? 1231. All this area right here was 1231. Well, that's 1230. Top of that trend line was 1240. So that's why, matter of fact, what is healthcare looking like? And again, man, until y'all come into the chat, dog, I'm gonna do my own little one too, bro. I'm gonna do my own little one too. I still ain't nobody in the chat unless y'all hit the no, you know what? Forget that. I'm about to be quiet, dog. Let me go and let me see what we looking like. If you feeling the energy right about now, can you put a one in the chat? I'm gonna see who with me. Oh, I got 2 likes. Okay, I'm with that. I can dig it. But I guess basically I'm solo dolo at this point. But put a one in the chat, man. If you rocking with your boy, if you in here with your boy, dog, like what we got going on. I'm gonna sit right here on this boring XLV chart and be over here on my phone looking at trades until I get some type of action in this doggone chat. I need something from somebody. You know what I mean? At least share the video out to your peoples. Give your boy something over here. Give me something. I may get that entry on. No, I'm about to say I may get the entry I want on Netflix, but I don't think so. Those contracts was dwindling down. I may have to front run. I may have to front run, but at the same time, I ain't trying to do nothing like that. I told y'all, man, y'all gotta show me some love in the chat, man. Drop a one, drop a two. You know, say what's up, give me a ticker. I know somebody got to be looking at something. Somebody got to be worrying about something with FOMC. There we go. I got a 1. I got some type of love. Look at the SPY. Look at the SPY. We were just talking about it losing 734. Now it's about to lose 733. Are we going to 731? Let's see what's going on, man. Let's see what's going on. Let's get a little bit more energy up in here. Michaela, where you found me at, Michaela? I ain't trying to put your business out there, but did you find me in? You could put SWP, or you could put C2C, or you could just say just random browsing on the net. Either way, I wanna invite you to the Discord. You know, just because I don't know. You got me hype over here because you showed your boys some love. But let's go see what Apple doing. If SPY coming down. Oh, okay. Well, welcome. I appreciate that, man. It's your boy Flacco Black. You know, I'll be cool and I'll be chilling. I don't do much of nothing here besides look at charts all day. And Apple did his 1-2. You know, we just gonna run through. This how we gonna see what the SPY doing. Let's start with Nvidia. But you know what? I'm gonna put my social media in the what you call it. I'm gonna put my social in the chat. That way, if you want to follow me or something, then reach out to me, and I wouldn't mind inviting you over to our community though. Not saying you got to pay. I'm gonna invite you over to the community. But we got Nvidia pulling back. Google still got strength. It still haven't made a lower low quite yet, but it already made a lower high. Apple bouncing on that 21 and that 340 psych area basically. Amazon, you are trying to hold 228. Tesla, you're possibly one of the ones bringing the SPY down, my boy. Microsoft, you definitely aren't. Qs, you continuing to go, but that could be them semis still. SPY at 732 is losing. It's losing. I got to go and check my trades. Now I got to go check my trades. Oh, C2C? Say less. I'm going to send you an invite. I like that. You heard? I'm going to send you an invite. Or you could just reach out to me. Meaning, because I don't know, I ain't going to be able to find your name in C2C. So I don't know how I'm talking, but I'm going to reach out. But I'm going to go look at some of the stuff I've been watching. If the SPY and the Q doing this, yep. There you go, Palantir. Oh my gosh, you really made it up there on this 5-minute joint though? And they trying to lick grab you down to the downside, Palantir. What about ServiceNow? Since Microsoft was looking good. Oh my Lord. I can't believe I really missed this entire move this morning. And we was talking about this yesterday over in SWP. Boy, look at that beautiful trend. And we said once, and if this go ahead and mount this 110.70, it was gonna look good. Oh, you're welcome, Michaela. I'm big on interaction. I'm big on engagement. I don't mind folks just sitting back and cooling, you know, but I don't like talking to myself. You feel me? Even though I don't mind, I do this for y'all anyway. We're just scanning and looking through charts and things of that nature. But yeah, you know, I appreciate people engaging. And look at CRM. CRM was another top watch of ours. So we've been watching software. And now, if you guys know how I move, y'all should know what I'm looking for right now. A possible retest of this area here, or a retest of this triple top area around this 184 joint, 184.40. And if we retest this area, right, I'm going to do a line in the sand. I'm gonna clean this up for my peoples in my Discord later on. But I'm gonna do a line in the sand. Y'all know how I move if y'all been watching me dealing with my technicals. I'm a little different. All I do is price action and look at the chart. So you already see our moving average gave us the trend above that 165 zone. Came up here, stalled around the 200, understood, came back down, and now it treated our 165 as a support with what? Right here, let's go ahead. Y'all know how I do. Massive breakout. And then now, boom, we looking for that cross. It's not a golden cross if you go by the textbook, because it's supposed to be the 50 above the 200, but I use the 21 and the 200. So therefore, for me, that'll be my golden cross. Once we get that slight confirmation, even if it did flush one of these days, right, and came back down and held right up in this area right here, somewhere in this range in this box, I'm perfectly fine with that. Another reason why, slight gap right here on the 4-hour. Now, 4-hour gaps necessarily don't have to get filled. However, it's one thing I do. And if for context, if you guys wondering, oh yeah, I'm glad he got out of Tesla too if he was talking about doing calls. CRM. Anybody else in the chat? Do y'all want to look at any names? Let me know what's happening. You know, I'm just running through a couple of things just real quick because it really SMH and DRAM. But this morning we was talking about CRM. You guys could see we was nowhere near that area there. We was down here, pre-market 181. 186 was our zone, but we been had this area here mapped out. And that's on the daily time frame. So that's why the 200 is so far away. So don't worry about that. But that's on the daily. And then even if we come here to our chart session from July 8th, we was looking at Palantir, ServiceNow, Zeta, CRM. I got to go look at Zeta. It's been a minute. I'm just showing this ain't for like, oh, I told you so. We don't do those. It's just receipts and confirmations on letting you guys know that we have been focused on software for some time. ServiceNow, CRM, Workday, Palantir, Adobe, Microsoft. You know, this is what we do at SWP. And then look at this Sunday. What was I looking at? NVIDIA, Marvel, AVGO, Hood, Coin, Netflix, CRM, Apple. The first few semis to the downside, and then everything else I had was for upside. So that's how we rocking SWP. And right now this thing looking good. It got me curious about the Zeta. Like I say, man, y'all want to look at something, hop in the chat, man. Don't be nervous, don't be scared, don't be shy, man. You never know what you may get. Ooh, Zeta done ran into our resistance. 4-hour. Flip this over. Since y'all ain't really tapping in with me like I want y'all to, which I'm gonna go back to drama and certain things, but oh yeah, y'all know what I'll be looking at and looking for. So I don't mind this light rejection there and this stall, cause look at that 21. Come on, baby. Come on. Do your little 1-2 stepper, and then you possibly give us this what? Eventually, if you pull back to here, break, retest the next time, hold, foul, we could take that. I told y'all in C2C that's how I trade. I love a break and retest. That's kind of my main thing I look for, to be honest. But I need to drop this in the chat for the Discord. I'm multitasking because really, at the end of the day, you know, I just came on live just because I'm not really I'm sitting still for most of the day. Um, you know, since y'all don't want to really interact and engage with your boy, put a 1 in the chat if y'all are sitting on the sidelines because we got FOMC. Put a 2 in the chat if you just living that thug life and you out here, you know what I'm saying, doing your 1-2 with a couple of trades. So 1 if you sitting on the sidelines because of FOMC. 2 if you out here being a savage and doing your 1-2 trading. If you don't get over here. Oh, y'all being quiet again, boy. Y'all some little shy people, man. Ain't nobody saying much of nothing. It's all great, and man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'ma just put it like that. And maybe share this out. If you think this gonna help somebody else, share the video, man. So then that way they could possibly, you know what I'm saying, get a little bit of this technical analysis and whatnot, see what's going on. I'm over here trying to talk to y'all, and I'm tweaking. All right, Zeta 4-hour time frame. Boom. Where we at? So it's still rejected, but it's still looking good. I may see if we can actually get a pullback to that 2165. Actually, that would be decent. See, price X, okay, this area, and if we get I don't even know, I think I said 2165. Retests are break above current resistance. Solid chart as software strong and have no as this. Y'all put anything in the chat? Okay, you waiting for FOMC. Dang, Michaela, you is the truth, man. Let me got yo, reach out to me in CTC so I'll go ahead and send you an invite for SWP. So that way in your spare time, you could just, you know what I'm saying, run through the Discord, look at charts and look at what my moderators and my top chefs be talking about. I appreciate you tapping in with your boy. Solid chart as software remains strong. This name has potential. God, I can't even type. To be added back into swing trades here. All right, new one reads. Oh, that's Caps. What Caps looking at? Oh yeah, Caps over here. Oh boy, Caps over here. I don't know what you're doing, Caps, but we gonna see. Let's go to Tesla, Caps. Let's go look at what Caps looking at in real time. Let's see what Caps looking at in real time, dog. Oh, I think 'cause he thinking about his 300 holding again. I could see what he looking at. I could see what he's looking at. I mean, I don't see why not. Y'all could see the same thing, dog. Right here. Going back to July 2023. Boom, right there. And then we got this whole area that was a resistance zone. February, March 2025, all that. April, and then the bounce, and then a slight support once again before we ran up right there. So all Caps is doing is trading the technicals and whatnot. That's all he doing, man. And I could see it now. Nvidia, is that what he said, y'all? I think that's what he said, right? I can go back over there and see what's happening. Because Nvidia's defending. Go to the daily. Oh, Nvidia at the daily 200. You know, anybody know what that daily 200 do? Like we dip bought Google, and I'm pretty sure some of y'all did too as well. But where did Google hold up and bounce? That daily 200. So going back to Nvidia, oh yeah, my charting is pretty simple. Um, it really is. Oh shucks, no. Go back to the Nvidia dog on the daily. I'm tweaking. No matter of fact, we go to the 4 hour. But yeah, mine pretty simple. You see, I got a lot of levels, and that's because oops, I typically don't change my levels. I may tweak them and adjust them, but this here been on my chart for the longest. And if you look and see, you can see bounce, reject, bounce, came up, tried to hold, boom. Yesterday, bounce, bong. Now we flushing down. I think Caps may be early though, because 188 is really the area I'm looking for in Nvidia. And for it to go long like I did on Google, I want 172 to 178, if I'm not mistaken. It could be, yes, that's 172. And then this right here, yeah, it's 178. So for long, then you can see exactly why. Clear, shucks. Clear as day, you guys can see why. And that reason being is, and right now we done lost that Wednesday, October 29th, 2025 gap up. That's what we keep rejecting. And now we are around one night. Nope, we lost that too. So now we're around here. This is exactly where we're sitting at. So I could see why Caps is looking for calls, right? Same thing with the daily 200. Same thing with that area right there. However, the range I'm looking for here, here, well, this is lower, but that'll be amazing if we get that. And if we get back to this golden zone, oh yeah, man, I'm selling everything, including my crib. I'll live in a box. That, maybe not. But y'all following your boy though. So we go to the 4 hour though, right? On Nvidia, this is where it's get concerning. 1 hour did it bounce here? It bounced earlier. You guys can see it, and I'm gonna zoom in, and I don't even got to do anything. I just zoom in. You guys can see right here we bounced, but look at my range again. Like I told you guys, I don't really change my levels because they play out perfectly. Boom, it rejected on this one here. It bounced right here, and if we end up flushing, we go to a lower time frame as well. Let's go to the 30-minute. Look at that. Red, the green bounce, and then the red reject. Boom. Go to the 5-minute. We'll slide this over. And you guys can see this trend right now. Easy money. Now, granted, I know some of you guys may use the 9 MA, which I do over on Webull. I need to go look at some of my trades, but I ain't really too concerned. But you guys can see, reject that 21. Can't get above it. Well, I could have went even further. Reject that 21, or even this whole exact trend completely. Reject the 21. So now if we get this here and it comes back down and validate it, and this is the 5-minute, we got 40 seconds till this candle here closes. So if anything, you guys that are familiar with me, in SWP or C2C, that go line on the sand that I want to get above around 191.55, 191.50. And then obviously that 21 SMA around that 192. But let's see how this candle closes. And if we want to get real technical, we got the 1 minute that has still been doing the same thing around that 21. Reject. So now your green is next candle, 5 seconds, 3 seconds, new candle. Okay, boom. Are you going to bounce and get above this area here? And while that's doing that, go look at the SPY. See what the SPY doing on the 1 minute. If my chart will load up, it's below the 21, but it's right here. It lost at 732. It went to 731.72. Go back over here. You guys can see somewhere in the chat, probably overall market, if anything. Boom. This is when the SPY was trading around 734.25, right? And as I told them earlier in the day, SPY 4 hour, we got potential to test 731, 732. And if we lose that, the SPY could look like the QQQ shortly. But be mindful, yada, 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 yada. After I said that, we ended up bouncing, trying to go up to 736, but it failed. And that was at 9:49 a.m. my time. It is now 11:21. Go back and look at the chat. Yeah, Caps, I see what you're saying. But now look, on this 1 minute time frame, now go to SPY. What the Qs do. Look, boom, boom, boom. What Nvidia do. Come on, video, hurry up, blow it up. Boom. So you guys can see now on the 1 minute, that's what we look like. Now let's go back to that 5. That 5, it still got a ways to go. But at the same time, you are starting to see that. And I'm going to move this up some. Are y'all still with your boy in the chat, man? Let me see, man. Do I got any likes, man? I only got 3 likes. I understand. I'm a small fry. I understand, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate each and every one of you that's up in here rocking with your boy. I do not take it lightly, 'cause I know y'all could be somewhere else. Y'all could be looking at your own charts. Y'all could be doing anything. So I am thankful and grateful for each and every one of you. Now, that being said, oh yeah, I zoomed in so I could so we could look at this one little thing. So you guys see right here, this red candle right here, right? Where did it close at? And if you guys aren't familiar, if it's a red candle, that means it opened here and closed here. If it's green, it opened down here and closed here. So where did this candle, this 5-minute candle at 12:10, where did it close at? It closed right here at the bottom of our little range. This green one, where did it open at? It opened right at the bottom of the range. This next green candle, which you guys see how this 5-minute thing is going, we at 191.50, well, almost. But this next green one, where did that wick open at? You can see it clear as day, but I'll still just put a little something there for you. And look at that bow. Look at that spike. Boom. But anywho, so this is where Caps was like he's getting in the calls. Let's go see what Caps got going on with Tesla. And this what you get in SWP. So while I'm over here doing my 1-2, and Caps and Tesla calls as well. While I'm over here doing my 1-2, I got the family over there in the chat still holding it down for the folks. Same thing whenever I'm giving out information and all that other good stuff. So it is now 12:23, so it's lunch hour. We could get a rally into FOMC, possibly. Don't hold me to it, but I'm curious on where Palantir is at. Okay, boom, I like that, but you still got to get above 125, my boy. What about Netflix? I jumped in that one, not a front ran that one. Oh, them mugs is in the money. Oh, they in the money. I don't even know what they looking like right about now, man. I don't know if y'all jumped in that Netflix call when I called it out, because y'all seen me type it up. Man, look at Cap still over here holding it down for the feet, for the family, dog. That's what we do, you heard me? Anywho, if any of y'all jumped in that Netflix play, man, you know what I'm saying? But even if not, it's all gravy, baby. So, because we got more to come. Oh, yeah, look, somebody, who was that? Who was that? My guy, Oz? You already know it was Oz holding it down for your boy. So, Bong, uh-oh, what happened? Got a little stall on it. But am I going to scalp or am I going to say the trailer stop? What we got? Oh, yeah, I may. Nah, I'm trusting my TA. Yeah, because we barely, even though we got FOMC, so I'm gonna let it ride up into FOMC. I can't even say it properly. And then I'm gonna close one. And then Palantir, you are trying. I'm probably gonna jump into Palantir as well. That 128 call. Let them know I may try. Oh no, you know what? Sorry, y'all. And then now we could get bit. But again, y'all ain't putting it in the chat. If y'all want me to look at something, man, like come on, what y'all want to look at, dog? We got the market about to go green, go bullish, and ain't nobody drop a ticker yet, man. But again, I appreciate y'all rocking out with your boy. Um, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? You see, I've been watching this Netflix. Right here. Forward, round table. What do I want Palantir to even hold? What you mean you don't mess with it? You don't mess with options, or you ain't feeling it like, oh yeah, 125. I'm about to pull the trigger on yeah, I'm about to pull the trigger on Palantir. That we can hold 125.10 to 125.15. No, matter of fact, or if we get a pullback to that 124.80, 124.90. 80, 124.90, or break 125.15. All right. So now what we got? Oh yeah, Netflix 7311. That mother, I gotta go to a higher time frame now. I can't be playing around. All right, bet. 30 minute, 1 hour. Okay, that's slightly solid because you're above that. But where we at on the 4? Okay, where we on the 2? Oh, we just broke the 200 MA around that 72.70. So yeah, but we got this whole area right here. So this is how I chart, Michaela. To keep it simple, man. You know, now well, don't mind my drawing. I'm not an artist. I'm a day trader. But I want to get above this range right here and hold it. Um, and then if we go over some more, we could see probably that's around the same. No, it's a little higher there. But we go right here. Oh yeah, we go right here actually. Oh, you know what? I'll just go ahead and draw the doggone line. I mean, I draw the line. I'll go ahead and put the line. So we got this bottom wick right here, that red one. I don't even think that was it. I think it was this one. Yeah, we got this top wick. Zoom in. So we got this top wick right here, which lines up with this bottom wick right here. So we go ahead and we put a little joint right here. Boom, line in the sand. I can go ahead and delete this now, because basically it's around the same thing. See if we can hold that and go back to a lower time frame, go back to the 5 minute. Wow, you can see how clean that was. Now that I put that way over there, I didn't draw that line because of right here. I drew it because of over there. And now we more in the money. So even on the 5 minute, I may hold this trade until this 21, possibly get to this 200. Once we get to that 200, that may be where I may scale out and sell some cons. But I got in this yesterday, and I sold my contracts yesterday for, I forgot what I sold them mugs for. I want to say it was like 125%, maybe 120. I don't want to sit here and lie to you. Oh, look at my other mod up in here. 30 cent all in. Let's go, my boy. Yes, indeed, man. Let's go. But I think it was, I don't know, man. I don't even, wherever it was at. It was a rinse and repeat yesterday. I mean, from yesterday for me. God dog it. They don't even want to load. Where's it at now? Where Netflix at now? Okay. Oh no, that's this from this morning. That's my lotto. I still got that Palantir lotto. I may need to close it because now it's probably at 0. Or I could hold it until FOMC. Um, God dog it. Oh yeah, right here. So we had 7309 yesterday because it look, here y'all go. So you guys see I used the 9, 21, 72, and the 200. That's a little quick game for y'all. If y'all remember that, cool. But I don't know where that mug was at. Oh yeah, nope, that ain't it. Well, it's somewhere around here, man. I ain't got time. I want to get back to the charts because yeah, we didn't hit this 73.30 zone. I think that was a problem child yesterday. What did Palantir do? Because I wanted to jump in there and I forgot. But then FOMC, so that's another reason why it's like, um, your boy cooling. Let's go look at the SPY, look at DRAM, look at QQQ. And is anybody in the chat? Did y'all say anything yet? I'm probably gonna wrap up shortly. Okay, we pulled back on Palantir to 124.90. So I may end up pulling the trigger on that joint. like I had mentioned. Um, you know what, Mr. Nah, I'm not about to say Mr. Netflix. I made it go ahead and skim you. What we on the 1 minute? On the 1 minute, you're currently holding the 9. So long as you don't do what you do. So look at the SPY on the 5 though. It got back to the 21 and it slowed down, which is where coincidentally around that 734. If y'all was on this chat, y'all recall, oh yeah, nah, Netflix, you may be pulling back with the market. I'm not gonna be sitting here and you lost to 21 like I had said. So therefore, you know what? You in the money though, you little raggedy little mother lover. What time it is? You go to Netflix, look at the 5 minute, and then look at the 1 minute. But what I was saying with SPY is when we first got on, it was at 734 and some change, and we were saying that we was gonna lose 734, and they lost it. And then even like right now, we got 2 minutes left for this candle to close. Buyers could step back in and get us above that 73.13. But for right now, it's looking a little concerning because on the 1 minute candle, we got 30 seconds left on this 1 minute, and we're currently rejecting now. So my break and retest isn't really holding. I mean, granted, it's holding right here, which is, they're gonna be like, golly, he really be doing this with his charts? You damn Skippy. So wick bottom right there, wick top right here. To put a little bit more context, and it could flush from here and go back to that 21. But wick top right there, wick bottom right here, another wick bottom I just noticed right here. So technically, it did a rejection there, got above, held it, lost it, got above, held it. So it's almost like this here around that 730, 7309 semi was the joint. But now look at where this is rejecting. Coincidentally, on this 1 minute time frame, this whole new candle rejected our original 7313, and now we're coming down to where my joint is going against me at the moment. Well, I can't say going against me because I'm up. I've got like maybe 30 some percent. But I'm letting the trade play out because 5 minute you still bouncing, but then 1 minute, we got 4 seconds left. Now this next one could really be the judgment candle because that's around 12:35, which is going to initially make a new 5 minute candle. And it's all about where this 5 minute candle goes or holds. And buyers could be taking profit on those 73 calls. I don't blame them if they are. And then to see what the trade do, this is where I could have scaled out. And also, which I may, I'm actually, let me go look on my thing because those still in the money. And I got them around 72.60. Yeah, so my cons went from being at 104 to 96. So we could see what is Palantir doing. Did Palantir do anything? Oh, Palantir then got whacked around that 125. Palantir then got whacked. And you know why it probably got whacked? Because it could have been a short squeeze. I'm going to go back to Netflix in a second. But boom, SPY, reject. QQQ came into the green, tried to get up there above it, negative. What you thought? Coming back down. IWM I haven't looked at all today, to be honest. And oh yeah, I told you guys yesterday, if you guys was on the live stream that we had last night in SWP, then y'all already seen that what we were looking, shucks, what we were looking for on this, which we just drew this line for y'all for context, and now we lost it and rejecting. Go to the daily, even further downside now from the daily 21 SMA. So I told you guys that last night. And I forgot to see if y'all did anything in the chat while I'm over here micromanaging Netflix. Netflix, you still good money though. Keep it a buck. You know what, man? I ain't playing with FOMC. So I got two cons. Let me go ahead and take my 26% on one. I could wait for 3 more minutes, but I'm not waiting for 3 more minutes because, yeah, now you below a number of my moving averages. Nah, give me this. Give me this, dog. Let me go ahead and get one of these up out you. If you bounce, you bounce. And you may bounce because I sell. Bow. Give me my little $20 on that one con, and then I'll hold these other two. And if anybody else, I hope I ain't mess you up, meaning made the price go down. But it is what it is, player. So, um, told you guys last night, and I still didn't go back to the doggone chat to see what's happening. But told you guys last night on IWM reason, and this here really wasn't going to be green. It was just green. We made it there last night, but I still keep it there for now. You know what? No, I at least do this. I should have did that last night. But I told you guys for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, basically 2 weeks straight. IWM has closed below that 21. And your indicators isn't really your support and resistance, but it indicates. That's why it's called an indicator. It indicates possible weakness. If we go to who recent, you know what I want to look at too, speaking of that, when I'm about to tell y'all that about a rejection, ABGO. You rejected the 21, and that's why I wanted to see. And as you guys can see, once again, dealing with my little boxes, even though this one is a little off, but it just can't get back in, can't get above. So yeah. Anywho, that's what we got on that. And like I said, let me see if anybody in the chat rocking with your boy. If y'all got some things y'all want to look at. Oh, I see what you saying, man. I don't know the gap fill on Google. I don't know if you were still in the chat, Michaela. My bad that I'm getting to you a little late. As you know, I was over here micromanaging, and as I micromanage, I'm gonna go back to Netflix. So the time frame I watch to monitor my trades typically is the 5. The reason why I jump from time frame to time frame is only because it's easier for. See, I'm glad I closed that mug. The reason why I jump from time frame to time frame is simply because of the fact that um I start gauging, like perfect example. Like right now, I start gauging to see where we're at. So on this 5, which is what I typically watch, now I'm gonna see if we hold this 21 and bounce again, or if we just reclaim this area. But then if I go up to a higher time frame, I get to be able to zone out without worrying about the 5 on the lower, because this here's a whole bunch of noise. And I can't really gauge. Like on the 15-minute, the higher joint is showing me this as a support. Watching I go to the 15, boom. You see support, 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 or not support, really more so a resistance area. So on the 15, you was a resistance. So now if you lose this area, which you're already losing it, and this is around my entry point on this call option around that 72.60 when I front ran. But if I go to a higher, now I kind of get to gauge and go out a little further without having to zoom out. Same thing when I go up to the 30, I see same thing. Go to the 1 hour. Now I don't really see much of nothing. But if you recall, when I was up here, I had showed you on Netflix how this could have been our point to take profit. It actually went up to 73.40, which you can see right now, clear as day. I'll just draw the line, boom, move it over, and you can see, and coincidentally, even though like I told you guys about Palantir, even though this area, let me zoom in a little bit more so you can see it. So really, I watch my trade on the 5, but sometimes I enter my trade based off the higher time frame because now I get to get that key level. And if I would have came back even more, I would have closed everything right here. Reason being on the 1 hour, I see that this area here was a resistance on July 10th. It was pre-market consolidation or after our consolidation here. It gapped up there, boom, cool. but then it lost it eventually, resistance again. Flip to support, support, and it's all a wick though, but this all is in pre-market or after hours. We did get two supports right here during the day, but point I'm getting at though, if I go to a higher time frame, now I get to see something that I didn't see on a 5 minute. Because the 5 minutes a whole bunch of noise and chop. But granted, even you about to be done. Then we're going into FOMC. But granted though, this is like it's a lot of noise in the sense. So when you scalping, then yeah, you get to be able to really see like right now, could have exited the whole trade. But with it being FOMC and with me securing profit and with me going light already, I'm literally not too concerned where the Netflix play at now. I'm only down $3 on this Netflix play after I secured the bag on one of my cons. Um, and that's the reason, like Danny, or Trader Barbie, like she say, when you grab multiple cons, that's another thing dealing with it. Is that basically it relieves like any pressure that you have. You know how you be like, oh man, see man, I knew I should have sold or whatever. When you scale something off the top and you put money back into the pot, now if I wanted to, even though we got FOMC coming out in 2 hours, well, an hour and 15 minutes, so I'm really not gonna do anything. Got planned on chilling all day anyway. I just took the trade because the setup looked good. I should have been took it down here, but I knew anything could happen. But like now, once you took profit here and it came back down to your point of interest, which was part of your point of breakout, and you can see here on the 5 minute, I'm gonna go to the 15 though because I don't like noise. You can see here is where I was considering, see 72.35, that area there was a support. It broke through a little bit, support, then it was resistance all morning. We go back to where I had called out, saying I was looking at Netflix possibly for longs, 72.38. You see what I mean? So it's like if you follow me, put a one in the chat, all the other good stuff or whatever. Now I'm back green on my one contract for right now. But that's the reason why and two, I was looking for the break above that 72. So if you following me though, Michaela, and if that helped you out, I mean, you could put a one or you could just say yes or whatever. But this is what we do at the trade desk. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, we do alerts, yeah, we do call outs, but we focus on showing you how to trade to where to keep it a buck. You don't even need the subscription or whatever dealing with SWP. After you join, you could probably join for a month and you'll be out, or 2 months or however long it take you to learn. And then outside of that, like it's mainly just a community, man. Majority of people in my community, because I just opened enrollment back up, they all are basically yearlies. And then look, on the 15 minute, it held to 21. And the same way I showed you guys, well, I didn't show you guys, but I'll show you shortly. And it's starting to reject that other one right here, a line in the sand. So it bounced here, but it's still rejecting there, which we just drew that because of that. However, though, I'm big on whenever my moving averages show me something like this. Meaning when you respect a line in the sand or a support, and I can show you another one where while we traded Apple for so long. I mean, everybody traded Apple anyway, but 4 hour, same thing. The 21 got above, came back down. Oh, shucks. But came back down, and then it respected, and then boom. I got a couple more, but I can't think of right now. Maybe it was Microsoft was another one. I could be wrong, don't hold me to it, but it's a few where, yeah, it wasn't Microsoft. It was another one though. It was real tight and it looked real nice. So, so yeah, so that's why we do that. And then look, even right now, that's another reason what showed me that Palantir long was a no-go. And I still got my lottos for this week that expired this week. Granted, we could hold this 200 on the 5 minute, but now look at this. 21 was going up, slowed down around my line in the sand, which, I mean, honestly, that line in the sand is a little high if you think about it compared to some of the wicks and stuff. But still, now you showing me that you may end up coming down. You lose this 200, come back up, reject. Now you're going to be below all of these areas here. And then like I go to the higher time frame, that 15-minute. Right here was resistance, tried to be support, back to resistance, tried to be support. But if we go to the 30, you can see clear as day, and you can see resistance. Go to the 1 hour. So like, this is just context once again. Look at this one right here, perfect. That was the main bounce. After it dropped, flushed, boom, 123, bounce. But if you recall too, when I had showed Palantir on the other thing, when I was talking about software names, I kept saying at 120, Palantir at 123, CRM at 160, Microsoft at 380, ServiceNow at 102. All those was key areas that I've been knew, but that was also on our charts. So yeah, that was a little bit more context for you. Let's go look at the SPY again. Let's go look at DRAM and SMH. And look, Palantir got around that, what you call it, that 200 on a 5-minute. They ain't get there, but this new, no, it ain't a new 5-minute candle. It's only got 2 minutes left, but it continued to hold, you know, at least for right now. And it held this area here, the area there, all that good stuff. But let's go look at the Qs. I will look at SPY, but SPY already been semi-strong. Qs, there we go with that. SMH, did you get back above 517? No, you ain't even back above 510. Oh my gosh, bruh. That's why I don't trust semiconductors. Caps is the brave man. No, not QQQ. DRAM. You welcome. I don't mind explaining, man. This is what we do, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? This here, the game and learning and all that is I ain't gonna say it should, well, yeah, it should be free because it's out there. It's on YouTube, it's on this, it's on that. A lot of my learning came from, you know, paying mentors, and a lot of chart time. But at the end of the day, you know, this here is out there, so I don't mind doing this at all. And I appreciate you. And like I say, if you reached out to me, I'm gonna send you an invite for SWP. By the way, Micron, did you bounce? You trying? Are you gonna reclaim that 774, 775? I said forget the SPY, but we'll go look at it. Oh yeah. And like Cap say SPY should close above 733 or else it's gonna be ugly. And when we started this, we was saying that we was gonna move lose 734. We did. We came down here to 731 near it, and now we bounced. So any shorts for the most part, I'm not saying should be closed, but this is where people get greedy. This be the problem with a lot of individuals, in my opinion. Again, I ain't no best of the best. I just use a lot of logic and common sense, especially after losing a lot of money in the market. Over the course of a couple of years, Palantir back at 124.50. Well, according to this screen I see on my TV. Oh, snap. Dell got put to 368. I should have figured that. But anyway, this is where some people get greedy. And not saying that we won't see more downside, because technically, no, first let me finish this off. If you see this here all day from market open, you got this move. Whatever, right? I went a little too far, but you got this move. Yeah, if I could draw, I told you I ain't a drawer, I'm a day trader. But you got this move here, right? All day from 740 to 731. And let's say you had puts. It's like, at what point do you plan on taking profit? And then if you got into the game late, at what point you plan on taking profit? And in whatever time frame you want, this liquidity grab on this next one, on this green candle, which is the same exact size as the red one, that's what I call liquidity grab. They went ahead and took it here, whatever, grabbed liquidity, brought it right back up. Whenever I see candles that basically look identical, this one had a wick top with a body, this one had a wick bottom with a body, they both almost the same size, here with that 50% joint, that Danny be talking about and other experienced traders be talking about, it held that area on the red, and then the green one opens up right there at that same time. It's like even at this point, especially if you was holding all day, and we were flirting with 734 right before FOMC. Take your profits, take your money, man, take your bread, and then that way, boom. If it does squeeze back to 737 or even 740, dealing with FOMC, whatever short you possibly had today, it may be a rinse and repeat for you, possibly. Now, sometimes it don't happen that way, and just don't even trade no more. Take your money and chill, and if you didn't get no calls, you didn't trade yet, dealing with what we're seeing with price action right now, it may be a good time for some calls, and to where I'm on the 15-minute though, but I'm gonna go with this area. And you may ask, why did I pick that area, right? The wick right here, which also coincides with the close of this candle, and then the open of this candle. So 734.96 and psychological area basically 735. Boom. See if we get to 735, give you a rejection. Now you could possibly close your calls if you have more than one. If you only got one and you up on it, take that bread, man. You know what I mean? Like, take that bread. And right now we still got 6 minutes left on this candle before it closes. And right now it's leaving all of this behind. And some folks could be buying shorts. But let's go see what Caps got going on with NVIDIA. Why do I keep going to NVIDIA? Because it's one of the biggest joints in the thing. It's above 191.55. That was our line in the sand. Now it's at 192. We go let's just look at all of the Mag 7 for right now. Forget the other little names and see what they got going on. Google, going back, make it that gap fill like you said. You feel me? Apple, still holding up around 340. Ain't playing no games. Amazon, oh my gosh, that is clean. But they got earnings coming up tomorrow. That don't mean you can't trade them back until 232, which is what somewhere I would do. If I would have seen this double bottom, I would have gave my community a 231 or 232 5 call not for today. It wouldn't have been a 0 DTE because they got them. Amazon is one of them stocks along with the other Mag 7s that got expiration 3 days out the week. I still wouldn't have did it. I would have did at least a Friday and still would have day traded it because they got earnings tomorrow. But we'll go back to that in a second to Amazon. I want to break Amazon down myself personally. Right now it's approaching 230, which is a psychological area. Tesla, boom. Caps called that. So his NVIDIA and his Tesla right now is holding up and doing fairly well. Microsoft, boom. Still doing this one too, holding at 394. 394 been the target we had on Microsoft for a while in SWP. QQQ inside the green box now. At first it rejected, but now it's inside. SPY still going up towards that 735 joint. It had a little pullback here, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Boom. What Meta doing? Oh yeah, Meta ain't playing no games. Meta said we going back to this trend line, if not 598 to 600. You say, oh, maybe 596. Maybe around the top of our box. You feel me? But I'm actually going to zoom out on Meta, and I'm going to go back to Amazon. Amazon. You see, Amazon, 234 is a far stretch, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So that's what we got, though. I just wanted to run through that. Palantir still struggling around that 125, around that 21 SMA on the 4 hour. What about on the 2 hour? Oh, that's the 200. So not only is it one moving average, you got the 200 and the 21 that you got to get above. But granted, they buy 126. So technically, not bad. But look at that lick grab. Came down, boom, came back up, got above the wick. Now this one here, this wick is holding. Coincidentally, the open of that candle, that's where that wick held. Coincidentally, that rejection, and then slightly a little bit above this lit grab right here. And if we go with history, now we don't got it. Ain't no history there, but I do like the way that you looking, Palantir. You can't let me down. Let's go back to Netflix. Did you reclaim or did you flush? 7282 on the two. I'm getting rid of all of this. This here was just for educational purposes. I mean, I could have probably kept some of them right, but I'd rather keep my chart slightly clean so I can see what I'm looking at. You feel me? I'm gonna keep that 39 there because of this area here that we all learned together, as well as that 35, 72, 35. I'm gonna keep that there because we learned that together. But I've been new about that, dealing with when I told everybody I was watching that name over here. They're talking about it in the chat. Okay. Nut say he chilling, he waiting. He's a beast with that TA on Nvidia. Nut be dropping like 20K a trade whenever he do it on Nvidia. My boy don't be playing no games. And then Tank, that's my fundamentalist. You see him, he be DCAing. What you got going on over here, Tank? You had to put on Cliff? I didn't even know that. That's solid. Solid. Oh no, he got stopped out. Oh well, still solid. Still solid, man. Go ahead and take what we can get. You know how that go. Oh yeah, I think you I ain't opening it up right now, Michaela, but I think that could be from you. So I got you on that link. But yeah, so that's what I got, man. I'm probably gonna sign off for here, though, man. I wanted to do that quick with you all. I made DCA into DRAM, and I made DCA into SMH. Granted, I do see more downside on this name. And this is the reason why. If Nvidia starts to follow the other chips, right? Which there we go, it's coming back down. If Nvidia starts to follow other chips, that's gonna bring SMH lower. AVGO. You guys see, I got my golden zone around 334. That's a gap. ABGO gonna bring it lower. If we lose that 200 on the daily, TSM, I think TSM low key wants this gap fill around this 345, 338. I only got that because I remember that before earnings. I need to change this. See, that was just quick. Talking about golden zone. That's how you know I did do that line there one day. But TSM comes down lower. SMA is going to come down lower with it as well. AMD, I already been said this about AMD, about that 430 zone. That's been a little joint that I've been watching for some time. And we got this gap all the way down to 350. That'd be crazy. But I could see us trying to bounce around like 416, maybe. But AMD comes lower. SMH coming with it. Intel, another one. We already see what Micron doing, but Intel, we lose this area here on the day, 82.78. Like, this is where I'm leaning with. And last night on the live stream, he was like, "Ah, Flacco, you predicting the crash." I say, I ain't predicting the crash. I say, because I don't got a crystal ball. But at the same time, too, I'm not hoping for one at all. You feel me? So yeah, we ended up having this area here. If you look at all the semis, they all about to be floating in no man's land. Go back to Micron. It slowly started already. This ain't no man's land, but there isn't much here neither. And if it loses this is definitely no man's land. You know, and that 200 SMA is all the way down here at 474. So with that all being said, SMH, even with the bounce, if semis do not find no footing and do not find itself, it's over with. It's going to be over with. But I made DCA in the drum. I ain't going to hold you. That would know I may. The semis, I'm not too sure, but I may. And the reason why I'm cautious on drum is because, like I say, MU, I just showed you guys, SNDK. This here was a $45 stock. You know what I mean? And it went higher as, what, 2350, 2400. $45 stock last year. That ain't last year though, but let's go. Here we go. Right here. So July, well, let's go to August. August 2025, this stock was around $42. $42 SNDK was on August 4th, 2025. You know what I'm saying? So it's like still a huge discount if it comes back to this 200 SMA on the daily, because that's $770, or let's just say 780, 800, when it was at 2400. Same thing with MU. Was up here at 1250, 1300. The 200 is at 474, 500. Huge discount if it gets there. Even this is a huge discount because that's a 50% drop roughly from its highs. So yeah, that's what I got though for y'all, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Michaela, if that was you in the inbox, I got you. I'm gonna shoot you a link for SWP. Like I say, not paid and nothing. Just come over there, rock out with us for a little bit and whatnot, and then I'm gonna give you full access for the remainder of the week. You know what I mean? So you could probably catch some plays and you know what I mean, get you some education and just be in a tight knit community. But even when you in my community without full access, when I do the private live streams, you up in there. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all, man. And that's about it. But we signing out, man. So much love, man. Once again, thank y'all for tapping in with your boy.